The original station at Bradford Interchange, named Bradford Exchange, was opened by the joint efforts of Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway and the Great Northern Railway on the 9th of May 1850. In 1867, the Leeds, Bradford and Halifax Junction Railway had previously used Bradford Adolphus Street, built a link to the tracks in Exchange Station to join the two existing companies. Adolphus Street Station was then closed to passenger use. The railway station was completely rebuilt on the same site in 1880 with 10 bay platforms and 2 arched roofs. Constructed of wrought iron, these rested on the outer sides of plain stone walls in a classical Corinthian style columns down the middle. Glass covered the middle half and timber slate covered the outer quarters for each span. The 4 end screens were glazed in a fan pattern and decorative timber outing edging. The dimensions were a length of 450 feet and a width of 100 feet for each arch and a height of 80 feet track to apex. The railway station, which never had a formal frontage, instead passengers entered from an opening in the northwest side. In its 1920s heydays, it served routes to Wakefield Westgate via Ardersley, used by many of the city through trains to London King's Cross, Wakefield Kirkgate via Batley and Ossett, Keighley and Halifax via Queensbury, Mirfield via Cleckheaton, and to Leeds via the Pudsey Loop in addition to its current lines. These, however, have all closed by the end of 1966, most fallen to the beaching axe. By 1973, the railway station with its 10 platforms was deemed too large and was again rebuilt, this time on a different site slightly further south. The old Exchange station was demolished soon afterwards and was used at the time as a car park. The site now houses Bradford Crown Court and is due to be developed as the Justice Court with the new Magistrates and Coroners Courts. In 1977, a bus station was built alongside, and in 1983 the station was renamed Bradford Interchange to link buses and trains in a covered environment. The bus station featured a large ridge and furrow design of overall roof, which was subsequently demolished in 1999 to allow the rebuilding of the bus station, which had opened in 2001. This was paid for partly by the sale of some adjacent land to the south of the site and now some surplus land on the old bus station site. During the 1970s and 1980s, the station was considered as the mainline station for Bradford, with express services to London King's Cross, Trans-Pennine services to Liverpool and Newcastle, and summer Saturday services to the southwest. The intercity services were moved to Bradford Forster Square in 1992 when the line was electrified. This station also had an adjacent Red Stars platform parcels terminus, but like most of the other mainline stations following the privatisation of British Rail, it lost this facility during the 1990s. So we'll get started at Bradford Interchange with 195117, working the 1320 Northern service from York to Blackpool North via Blackburn. And now for the departure of our train, 19508 and 19504, working the 1322 Northern service from Chester to Leeds. Next we see the arrival of 158784 and 158791, working the 1331 Northern service from Halifax to Hull via Leeds. coming the opposite direction is 195131, working the 1333 Northern service from Leeds to Manchester Victoria via Rochdale. And after a quick turnaround, 158784 and 158791 depart for Hull. And another quick turnaround sees 195131 depart for Manchester Victoria. With the cancellation of the 1336 Northern service to Huddersfield via Halifax, next up is 158755, working the 1351 Northern service from Hull to Halifax. Next we see the arrival of 195125, working the 1354 Northern service from Manchester Victoria to Leeds. All turned around, ready to go. 158755 departs for Halifax. And another one all turned around and ready to go. 195125 departs for Leeds. Next up for Northern is 195110, working the 1408 Northern service from Blackpool North to York via Leeds. And following in behind that is 195019 and 195015, working the 1404 Northern service from Leeds to Chester. And all turned around and ready to go. 195110 departs for York. Thanks to our earlier delay, we could get a Grand Central, which sees 185, 180, 105 arrive to terminate with a Grand Central service from London King's Cross. And all turned around and ready to go. 195015 and 195019 depart for Chester, running 7 minutes late. Next in to arrive is 195128, working the 1417 Northern service from York to Blackpool North via Blackburn. Our train in the form of 195005 and 195011, working the 1421 Northern service from Manchester to Leeds. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed what you saw, click on the 2 videos here at the end screen. Helps out the channel. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you are new and got this far. And we'll see you all in the next video, folks, wherever that may take us. We'll see you then, folks.